This isn't quite the welcoming greeting a new Prime Minister would be hoping for. Tens of thousands took to the streets on Tuesday for the 5th consecutive day, braving a heavy police presence to show their fury over Serzh Sargsyan's appointment. Armenian police made dozens of arrests, using water cannons and stun guns to keep the protesters far away from disrupting the election within parliament. Anger not shared by lawmakers in the assembly. With an overwhelming majority of 77 to 17 votes, the former president became the new prime minister.
The stage of forming the government starts now. It will not last long.
A change in role, but not in power. He oversaw a constitution shift to a new parliamentary system in 2015, increasing the power of the prime minister role whilst diminishing the power of the president. Changes due to come into effect when his term expired last week. That vote had been denounced by European observers who allege vote rigging. 2 years on, Armenians are reacting to those changes coming into effect.
After 2 presidential terms, Serzh Sargsyan wants to become Prime Minister. And all that despite the fact that his 10 years of presidency have caused great harm to society. Poverty, migration, 14% of the population have left the country.
Protests have always clouded his time in power. 10 people died in clashes when he was first elected 10 years ago, when supporters of the defeated candidate reacted. 10 years on, his position seems even stronger, with a lack of opposition.
The focus seems to be on Sargsyan, but let's assume Sargsyan leaves, changes his mind. The parliament is dominated by his party and collaborators of his party.
Serzh Sargsyan was a military officer who served in the Soviet army in the 1970s. Despite Armenia voting for independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, his links with Moscow remain strong.
The key issue is how is Russia going to react to these developments, because Armenia is its main strategic partner in the South Caucasus.
Analysts are dubbing his move as doing a Putin. Opponents look no closer to being appeased. Hoexter, Al Jazeera.